Okay, I either need to get another battery for my camera or get better at charging my battery for my camera. It died in the middle of this video, so I'm just gonna start from the top, I guess. Hi, I'm going to be filming a vlog. Who knows how this is gonna turn out, but I will be doing origami while we do this and just kind of telling you what's been going on. So I'll show you some of my origami pieces that I've already done because I'm not proficient enough to actually finish a piece while I'm talking during this video. This is a monkey. That's my favorite. I should have shown him to you last. This is a yin-yang. Taurus, the bull. This is technically a zodiac origami book. This is Aries. This is a snake. He looks like a longhorn. I forget what they called him. And then this is Gemini. His twin is up on the shelf. Okay, so I'm going to be working on Libra, the scales. Let's see how this turns out. Okay, so what has been going on with me? I had some goals. Also, if my hair looks greasy, oh, it does. Okay, also, I put hair oil in and then just because I didn't think anybody was gonna see me today. To help, with hair growth and healthy hair, and now I look greasy. So that's what that is. Don't judge me. It's healthy for my hair. I'm not greasy. Okay. So let's begin. Oh my goodness. They already skipped the first. This isn't a very good origami book, and they already skipped the first thing of how are you gonna start right there? I'm starting right here. Okay. So I've had goals this year. My goals were that I wanted to get another agent that will get me opportunities that I'm looking for. I wanted to get more theatrical gigs. I wanted to get into a play and, just expand my work in audiobooks, animation, video games, the things like that. So to kind of give you a starting point, if you're also into voiceover, I'm doing very well for myself. I have a 6-figure career. I have people that are in my employ. I do very well, and I work full time, and I also manage to make time to do classes to continue building my craft. That being said, like I said, I wanted to get another agent. I have a couple already. One that will be able to get me more auditions. So for example, I have 2 agents, they're great, but they only focus on commercial. And one is here in Texas and the other is in the Midwest. And oftentimes, whenever it comes to the topic of agents, you're gonna have a lot of rules to follow. If you're curious about the ins and outs of looking for an agent, I can make a video on that. But I will stay focused on this video with my goals and what's been happening. So, I wanted to get another agent, one that specializes in animation and video game, one that's at a higher tier than my current agents, one that's either on the East and or West Coast, and get some more audition opportunities. Bear in mind, if you're new to this, you'll realize that even getting the access to an audition is a step on its own. Getting the job is another step, which obviously is the goal, but it's difficult just to get the opportunity to audition. So that's where I've been at. Gosh, my hair looks so greasy. How do I fix this so you don't judge me? Okay, that's okay. So that being said, 6 months ago-ish, I started on this journey and I thought to myself, I am ready for these opportunities. I do very well with the animation and video game gigs that I already get, and I'm ready for that next level. And anybody would be lucky to sign with me, just like I would be lucky to sign with them, and it will be a mutually beneficial relationship. Let's do this. I'm ready, universe. Send it to me. So I started sending out submissions to agents, and lo and behold, what did I learn? You gotta know people to get somewhere at a certain point, and that's kind of where I'm at. So a lot of these agencies that I wanted to reach out to don't even accept submissions. The other ones have very strict rules as to how you're going to submit to their roster, and basically they have all these warning signs on their website that says, once you submit, don't follow up with us, don't bother us again, don't reach out to us for at least a year. Some of them say don't reach out to us ever again. And it starts to make you feel like you are such a nuisance that they would hate you if you happened to speak to them face to face without them making contact first. I don't know if every origami book is like this, but they're not very accurate in the way. I should show you. I'm going to show you. Okay, look at this. You see how that's like this? And it says, flip it over so you can redo this, right? If you were to flip it over, this would be on this side. Duh, hello, you guys. So it would be on this side, so then you can create this. You know what I mean? Okay, back to the origami itself, which is very much the case with some of these agencies because they have so many people who want to work with them that they are overwhelmed with their options and it is not their main focus, and they have a full roster of people that they love that they don't want to look at you unless you're recommended by someone or unless they've already worked with you somehow. And it starts to turn into a catch-22 situation where it's like that you can't get hired without the experience, but you can't get the experience without getting hired. It starts to feel like that. So I went to the drawing board and I thought, how do I get in front of these people? Because surely once I'm in front of them, they will see my brilliance and then they will immediately want to sign me because I'm good enough, right? So what did I do? I came up with this brilliant idea. I learned of a director of animation at one of these top agencies who was doing an animation workshop. I can also give you the DL on workshops, but the quick version is, for me, in my personal opinion, I work on my craft all the time. I study and I learn all the time. I take singing lessons from a master operatic coach. I'm in regular acting class. I've done improv and, audiobook training and things like that from people who have worked their craft or are currently working their craft. And to me, that's the best way to learn, from the people who know the craft and they know how to think about it and they know how to teach it and they know the nuances, and that's what the focus is. That being said, whenever you do a workshop with someone that's a casting director or an agent or something like that, they will tell you what they expect to see. For example, casting directors will tell you what they want to see in an audition and how to approach it, and it's very valuable to get that insight, but you're not going to learn anything about the actual craft. So with this one, it was a top agent, and it was an animation video game workshop, and I didn't learn lickety-split about acting in animation or video game, but I already knew this was a pay-to-play scenario. So I'm basically paying for the privilege of standing in front of this person that I can't stand in front of either in any other circumstance. Okay. What happened? I did very well in this workshop. I did really well, and I'm very happy with myself. And I reached out to said director of animation afterwards and asked what she wanted to see in a demo. And I custom made 2 demos for her that took me weeks to put together. I went and I looked for the material. I worked really hard on my homework. I went ahead and put this on tape and I sent it to her. And I'm like, yes, this is it. I've been manifesting this. I'm ready for this. My demos sound amazing. And I have a personal contact at this top agency. She responded immediately, same day, within a couple hours, and said, this is exactly what you want to be sending around to other agents. And if you guys want to know any of the information that I have on demos, I know that I've made videos about demos before, but I can give you any other information that I have gathered. So that being said, she said, yes, this is exactly what you want to be sending out. It sounds great, but we're going to pass because we have someone that sounds just like you. Ugh. And it hurt me. I thought I had manifested this. I thought everything was like going my way, and it didn't work out. So that one hurt. and you just got to keep on the grind. So I kept on the grind, and it seemed like nothing was working. I would try to reach out to people personally. I would try to do some research on social media, create like a personable touch, maybe a unique way of reaching out, a unique way to get them to see me. How do you get someone to see who you are and see what you have to offer when they don't even want to give you 2 seconds of their time because they are so busy with everything that they've got going on? So needless to say, I was feeling kind of blue, just trucking away, hoping that things would work out. And then on the other end, I was auditioning for plays, and that was not going well. And the last play that I auditioned for was a horrible experience, and the lady bullied me, actually bullied me, and I have not been bullied since middle school. I don't know, maybe high school probably. But things were feeling pretty rough. So the moral of this story is that I am a firm believer in manifestation, and I am a firm believer in keeping a positive attitude and just keep going. You learn more from your failures than you do from your successes. And honestly, you know, my experience with the director of animation came out with 2 awesome demos that I'm using right now, and it gave me insight as to what different tiers of the industry looks for whenever it comes to demos and how demos differ from each other. And I also learned some about the industry as to how am I going to navigate and what do they want to see and how do people meet each other, which is so important the higher you get in any industry, networking. And same thing with plays. You know, I was very happy with the auditions that I was putting up, and that's all you can really do. And you're going to hear a lot of people say that the job is the audition, and that 100% is the case. You're not going to land everything, and you might as well have fun while you're doing it. So enjoy the audition process. All of that being said, I recently found a management company that aligns more perfectly than I could have imagined. I didn't even know that this kind of management company existed. They're like a hybrid between a management company and an agency. And I can also in another business video talk about that stuff if you guys are curious. But the way that they function and the way that they see themselves, I align so closely with, and it's going to open me up to even more opportunity than if I had signed with these agents that I've been going after, and in a funny way. And they want to sign with me too, and they looked into everything that I have going on and they appreciate it, which is so validating for me. Because I work very hard at my online presence to show my credentials and my portfolio and how I present all of that stuff. So I will be signing with them, and hopefully this will get me the exact opportunities that I have been wanting. So that's what's been going on. So that being said, I still don't have a play, and that is A-okay. I will get into a play someday. They don't pay for jack diddly anyways. And they do take up a lot of time, and I am incredibly busy right now. But someday I will do a play, and it'll be when the time is right. So other than that, that is basically my update. And I hope you enjoyed the vlog, and I will keep vlogging. Bye.